Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of HowToHypothetical. I'm one of your hosts, Billy.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Charlie.
Today in this episode, we're going to be doing a bit of a longer discussion, and it's going to be the topic if the Purge was real from the popular movies. So we're going to try to follow a few different formats. Last episode was a few different questions that we each presented, and then this one's going to be a bit of a longer discussion. There might be different ones down the road, but just give us your feedback and tell us if you prefer one to the other one, or if maybe you do want us to continue with a combination of both of them and stuff like that. But yeah, so I guess tell us how you like it and see how this one goes.
I guess I want to start off by saying I haven't seen any of the Purge movies. I get it though. I get it.
You haven't seen not even the first one?
No. I know that stars Ethan Hawke.
Yeah,
Ethan Hawke's in it, but
Who's
yeah.
Ethan Hawke?
Come on.
No, okay. Well, I don't know names. I know faces.
Okay.
What was he from?
Departed?
He
wasn't in Departed.
No. Oh man.
I know the mum. The mum is
I can't.
The mum is Cersei, isn't it? Or not Cersei? Cersei, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Cersei Lannister.
Ethan Hawke.
I'm blanking on movies that he's in. I know exactly who he is, but
yeah.
Just look it up real quick.
I hate having to cry.
He's in that Boyhood, or the one where they...
Oh, this guy, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Kind of looks like Kevin Spacey, or Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Spacey and Kevin Bacon are very different people.
He's Kevin Bacon with a goatee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now we got the Ethan Hawke situation.
So I've also seen the first one. I have not seen any of the other ones.
I recently watched, I think, which was the most recent one, the one where it's like the founders of it, and they're trying to I think people are trying to start getting rid of the Purge or something. I can't really remember. And,
have you seen all of them?
I've seen two.
Okay.
2 or 3 even.
There was one where it was something about political or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's the one I just...
The Purge Anarchy or something like that, or...
Yeah, something like that.
So, I guess for, our discussion then is that, we get it, right? It's
yes.
The suspension of all laws. What if... Yeah. What if that was to happen in our society?
Yeah, so what if for 24 hours there were 0 laws? So yeah. I know it was kind of funny because when we first presented this idea, Charlie, you said, well, we might have to change it up or something a bit because, of course, everyone's just going to agree or be on the side where we agree that we shouldn't be killing anybody. But we have to remember that all crime is legal, and this isn't just a would you kill somebody if you were allowed to. 24-hour period.
Do you think people would?
Kill?
Would kill.
I don't think you'd be as crazy as it was in the movies where it's just people are just yeah, okay, let's go kill some people.
Yeah, because every trailer I've seen for it, it was murder central.
Yeah, and that's why you think about killing, right? Is because the movies focus just on murder. They don't focus on all the other stuff.
All the things you can steal. I'd imagine all the businesses probably have steel gates on their doors and stuff like that, and there is the thing where if you try to rob a store, maybe the owner's in there with a sawed-off shotgun and he's like, I'm allowed to kill you if you come in here. But man, to get into Best Buy or something like that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, Best Buy would hate the Purge. They would get robbed the
most. TVs and iPhones, all the phones, cameras, laptops. I would have the day after the Purge, I would have such a nice setup in my house.
Yeah, but then people want to purge you. You become the new Best Buy. Now people want to purge you.
Yeah, that's true. I would have a big sign on my door that says, I'm in here with a gun. I will shoot you if you come in here. I would 100% have to have signs all over my house saying, I have guns and I will kill somebody if they come onto my property. Because man, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I would be so terrified of what happened in the movie would happen to me.
Yeah, I would just leave every day on that of the year. I would leave that because it depends if it's like worldwide. If this is even if it is worldwide, go to the woods or something. Go camping for a night.
I think after you get your stuff.
No. Why would you leave? This is like
so you don't die.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's mountains in a cabin sounds good.
The opportunities that you would have here.
You still would build.
All crime is legal. Anything. You could. Yeah. I could file all my taxes on this one day and just say whatever I want, and it's fine because it's not illegal.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually going to work out that way though, because once the next day, like everything that's there, even though it was legal when you did it.
But then murder's the same thing because, like, if you murder someone on Purge Day, they're still dead the next day.
Well, no, the thing is, you might not get charged for filing your taxes falsely, but that doesn't mean that they have to go with that. Like, when they go to actually audit it and go over it to pay you, they're going to be like, no, this is wrong. They don't have to listen to it just because you're getting away with falsely putting it, right?
Well, then wouldn't, like, the next day, like, your Best Buy loot, the cops could come in and just be like, well, it's not legal for you to have this anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's why they never...
But, like, I just wouldn't get caught. Yeah. Well, like, you just wouldn't... I'd always wear a balaclava.
I could jaywalk.
And you could take
anywhere I wanted.
You could take off your license plate off your vehicle.
Yeah.
So no one would ever find me. Like, I'd get...
Also, wrongly filing your taxes seems like the last thing I would probably be doing.
I feel like...
The Purge.
Like, okay...
All this paperwork I'm sitting at home.
If I'm, like, a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company and it's going to save me millions and millions of dollars to do that... then that makes sense. However, right now, me saving like several $1,000s isn't really the thing on my list.
Yeah, but it's probably one of the easiest ways for you to save several $1,000s.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't have to break in anywhere. I don't have to face the shop owners with the shotguns and stuff like that. I just signed a couple papers. The paperwork sucks. Don't get me wrong. Paperwork sucks. But, like, that's easy. I can do that.
Yeah, like, realistically, that's a quick thing you could do, though, because you could have that ready right before, and then you just click submit the day of, and then you go on with your stealing.
Yeah. See? Yeah. I think
you could just go steal an ATM.
Yeah.
And you get just more money.
I feel like ATMs would be built into buildings at that point.
Yeah, I think they would.
There would not be little ATMs that people would just throw in the back of their truck and go, like tie a chain onto. They wouldn't.
I'm surprised those don't get stolen more often.
ATMs?
Yeah.
I think. Well, like, they all have GPSs and everything in them. Yeah, so unless you're driving into the middle of,
pull it out into a back alley, smash it. Like, I know they're probably pretty tough.
Those things probably have like 2-inch steel walls on everything. And to burn through one of those, you probably burn all the bills inside.
Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay, spoilers alert for Breaking Bad. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I've seen like the first 2 seasons, then got really bored.
Okay, well then you probably seen like the part where the couple steals the ATM, and Jesse Pinkman is like trying to like help them bust into it.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah, there's some flaws with that plan of stealing ATMs. I don't know.
Yeah.
You need quite a bit of time to work on it, more than 24 hours. Your best bet would be to steal it, try to destroy all the electronics in it. Hopefully you do, and then bring it into the middle of the woods so you have more time throughout the year to try to slowly break into this thing.
So then you would be committing crimes outside of the Purge.
Well, you stole it during the Purge, so now it's kind of yours.
It's almost like the Purge is impractical.
It's almost like this is a flawed system where if you do anything wrong, you're probably still going to get caught.
And your reputation. Like, the next day, people are going to know what you did. It's like, okay, you're allowed to kill people, but you're a murderer. I don't want to be your friend anymore.
What if the very first day of the Purge happens? It's like, okay, this is like, they say it's going to be a thing, and it's like, okay, finally, it's the first day of the Purge. It starts. You go wild. You steal a ton of stuff. Maybe you stab somebody. And the next day you go to work and everyone's like, no, I didn't want to do anything. I was too scared. And be like, did you do anything? It's like, okay, I thought we were going to all go crazy. Yeah, like, I got a TV, I got a laptop, I killed the guy, It's like, man, if I would have known no one else was gonna do anything, I look like a dick now. But
Ethan Hawke was in Gattaca. That was like the really famous one.
Gattaca?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that
The
before.
one with like the
Space? It sounds like space.
or is that the one where there's like the eugenics? Everyone watches that one like in high school.
I've never heard of that movie.
Gattaca?
Or if I have, I'm not putting the name to the movie.
Yeah, that's the one that they talk about like eugenics stuff like that. He's in a lot of stuff.
What's eugenics?
Yeah.
Eugenics is like designer babies and stuff like that.
Oh, is that the one where he wants to be an astronaut?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a good movie.
Yeah, very good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's old?
Older, yeah. He's also in Daybreakers.
Man, yeah, the
I haven't
vampire
seen, like,
one,
any
right?
of these movies.
I wish Daybreakers, I think, was really bad.
Daybreakers, yeah, it was not very good.
Yeah.
That's the one, it had Willem Dafoe. Everything has Willem Dafoe.
I wish
He's sweet.
eugenics was like
I think.
as a thing like it is in, because can't they still do kind of like a bit of eugenics right now?
Yeah, it seems like they're like kind of like on the cusp of like...
Being able to at least identify like, oh yeah, you got it, a lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a very controversial topic. Like,
Yeah.
Man,
there are so many benefits potentially. Obviously, like when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, your kid will never have like any of these diseases or these disabilities.
if
or
it
things
became
like that.
illegal, I would try to find a company to do it on Purge Day.
On Purge Day.
Yeah, there we go. On Purge Day, you quickly get this all figured out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sketchy though, because on Purge Day, all like hospitals shut down,
Oh,
police
yeah.
shuts down.
All,
So like
like-
something goes wrong.
All federal, like, the government shuts down, just like in the States right now.
Do you... Okay, I
you
heard
know
this about The Purge. Okay, and you've seen the movie, so you would understand. But there's like some kind of weird like part of The Purge where paramedics don't get murdered.
Yeah, so there's like these people. I don't know if they're real the real paramedics or the hospital or police or anything like that, but they go around in like these buses to just go around and take care of injured and hurt people, and it's just kind of like an unspoken rule that nobody touches them, and they let them go through, they let them take care of people, save lives, whatever, but they don't have to. They could kill these people.
Right? I think that it's like that's like a weird like social contract that like if they're like even the Purge movie is understanding that like I don't think it would work. I don't think the Purge would do what they said it would do in the movie.
No, well, because it's supposed to chill people out for the rest of the year, right?
Oh yeah, crime goes down like so much. Poverty goes down like because no one wants to be, excuse me, nobody wants to be homeless or anything like that because those are the people that get killed, right? The people that are just on the streets.
See, I can't see that being very practical because I don't think that worked. Because say it was me. No, let's not say it was me because then I might sound like a horrible person.
Let's say hypothetically it was
Let's
you.
say hypothetically it was me. If I knew someone was in it to kill me on Purge Day, someone just said, tomorrow you're dead. Or like you,
Man,
if
that'd
I
be
screwed
terrifying.
someone over and someone says like that 24 hours is going to be me trying to kill you, I'd probably want to kill that person before the Purge when they're at least expecting it.
And you go to jail.
Yeah, but I'll try to get away with it because like I don't want to die on Purge Day. But that's what I think would happen to people. People would feel so threatened that they tried to get people before they get gone.
I think what you would have to do is just be like, okay, yeah, thanks for that one, dude. And just like pretend like you're not really taking it serious until you're out of sight. And then immediately you follow him for the rest of the day until it's exactly purge and kill him instantly.
That's
Yeah.
a way better idea.
I think
Because then it's
that-
not illegal.
And he won't see it coming. Like, he won't be ready. And you just get your one kill done. And then you go.
You get your one kill for the day.
Yeah, you're either the purger or the purgee, I think, in this situation. And it's like being in a horror house, like a haunted house, right? If you're the person like jumping out and like scaring people, it's
You have
fine.
nothing to be scared of.
You have nothing to be scared of in there, right? You're in the scary situation, but you're jumping out and scaring the other people, and they're the ones that are like crapping their pants and like hiding in the corners and stuff, right? So I would be the purger, and I would be like a
Sinner.
I'd be like a contract killer for that day. Like I don't want.
That's when you'd make all your money for the year.
Exactly. You get like quick contracts that day, and I don't accept contracts any other day except for Purge Day. And then I would like go and I'm not like emotionally involved with it. I just go and like you hire me, I get paid, I go kill that person, and then
you live wealthy for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one day a year I have to work, and then it's easy money.
And your job isn't illegal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think you have the skills to be a sought-out assassin for Purge Day?
No. No.
I mean, if Purge was real, these are things you would train.
These are I would
work on, right? Like,
man, if the Purge is real, the gun ranges would be full, and every single person would have a firearms license.
So actually, the better idea is to open up a gun range in the off-Purge season. So that people are training. You're gonna make some coin. Like you're gonna make or like sell like Purge insurance for like businesses. So like they pay you
insane amounts of money.
Yeah.
And then on Purge Day, you essentially keep them safe.
Yeah.
So
or it's insurance. So if nothing ever happens to them, you're still getting probably like a huge amount of money. They just pay you a huge amount of money to like cover them if they were to lose anything on that day.
Yeah.
But like chances are, say maybe no one gets into that Best Buy and you don't have to pay anything, you just made a ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a thing. That in the last one that I watched, they do talk about that. One of the business owners, right before Purge Day, gets a notice saying, okay, your insurance for Purge Day just like doubled. And he's like, well, fuck, like I can't afford this, I can't do it, but he has no choice, right? Like, what's he gonna do? If he doesn't pay it, then
they're probably gonna be the ones robbing him.
Yeah, like probably, so, like things like that. And so basically, he decides that he's gonna guard his own store, and so he stays there the whole night on the roof with a gun and just.
Does it go well?
No. I don't.
He should have paid the insurance.
Yeah, like it could have been worse.
Insurance
that'd be the commercial.
He should have paid the insurance.
Should have paid the insurance.
Whatever Purge that was just an advertising for that Purge insurance company.
And so the first movie actually also touches on that a little bit, where Ethan Hawke, he's super rich in his community. So this is basically what the first one is even based on.
Yeah, he sells insurance.
Yeah, no, he doesn't sell insurance. He sells home security. So he works for a company that develops home security, which is just like these full things that block all your windows, doors, and like make it like pretty much impossible to get in. And he became rich by selling this to everyone in his neighborhood in this other rich community, and then basically everyone in his community hates them because they took advantage of them and the whole thing and became rich. And
fear, right? Like you're profiting off people's fear, essentially, is what it is.
And so that's what gets him into trouble.
So everyone hates him because...
In the community, yeah.
Because he was trying to keep them safe?
Well, because they're paying him stupid amounts of money for him to install this stuff. When they're thinking like, well, maybe you should do it a lot cheaper and keep us safe out of the kindness of your heart. But because he's taking all their money...
And he also has like a way nicer house than all of them.
Oh
now,
yeah,
and like it's like a sick house.
Yeah, but that's business, man. Like if you're willing to pay it, like of course he's gonna charge you.
Yeah.
It's also pretty shit security. His house gets broken into very easily.
No, but isn't it because the kid opens the door?
Yeah. So initially, one guy gets in. So for anyone who hasn't seen this, it's like major spoilers.
It's been like 10 years. They'll get over it.
Yeah. Same with Breaking Bad. If things got spoiled for you, it's like that's on Netflix. You don't even have to go to your way to watch that.
You're on your couch probably right now and turn it on.
What were we saying?
Well, like it's like it was human error, not Ethan Hawke's security error.
Yeah, so the kid, like, he just sees this homeless guy and feels bad, so he lets him in. And then people wanted to kill that guy, so they start trying to get into his house. But people who have money, once they actually just wanted to actually get into his house, they got in very easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd they get in?
They just, like, blasted the door.
Oh, yeah. I guess if you had bombs, you can get into any, or like C4.
No, I think they had, like, I can't really remember, but I think it was either that or they had just a machine that tied some chain to the door and just ripped it off. backed it up and ripped it off.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter how good your security system is.
Like,
the alarm's going off as your door's like being pulled off by kids.
Yeah, it's not like it's notifying the police.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't even matter, even if it did.
They're just like, yeah, that sucks to that person. We'll go there and pick up a corpse tomorrow.
Do you think that the cops are pretty stoked on this plan? Do you think like the cops
They just
on the
don't have to
Purge
do anything that
they
day.
get like a day off?
Day off, yeah.
Cops, maybe yes. Like hospitals, hell no. People who run like morgues, hell no.
No, morgues are gonna
they're
be
making so
they're
much
making
money.
some
They're
bank.
making
Funeral
bank, but
directors,
man, you're so busy. Or like the crime people who have to go
Kids are
around and
busy.
pick up corpses, that's gonna suck. If you're just one of the
They're
people,
getting paid.
Yeah, it creates jobs.
The Purge creates jobs.
jobs.
It creates like actually, weirdly, this like weird 24-hour market. Like it's like there's very specific jobs that arise during this weird 24-hour period.
Yeah.
And most of like you'd still have like your Starbucks and all that kind of stuff, right? But like it creates like this whole other like 364-day market that's building up to that one day as well. That's weird.
Yeah. You have to plan your whole. You're always thinking about the Purge Day in every decision you make, right? Because that day could change everything. Like you could have such a successful year, and then that day somebody just, we're gonna blow up your store. You're just gonna destroy it and put you out of business. So, and like that just happens. Like I probably wouldn't even open a business because then you're just putting yourself at someone that wants to rob you, like right, someone that wants to get robbed.
Man, I feel like that's the day terrorist groups would just go nuts because then they do it and they're like, you can't really say anything about it because we did it. Your people are killing each other too. But like you could bomb the White House.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, it's Purge Day, can't get mad.
Well, like this leads to what we were kind of talking about earlier, though, is that like you're still a dick. Right?
Yeah,
you're still an asshole for blowing up the White House. Like everyone's,
and they might still put you in jail as somebody who is a threat to do something during the not Purge Day.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because they'd be like, yeah, like if you did that now, like I know it was fine. Oh, like, fine. But it's like, you might do that again. And we maybe should keep you in jail for the next Purge Day so that doesn't happen again.
But I think they want people doing stuff like that. They want you to vent out your anger. They want people to go kill other people.
Yeah, it's just not important people.
Yeah, just not important.
But
not the government.
Like that doesn't exist in the real world, though, right? Like
No.
that's my point.
That'd be
is that
crazy.
like venting out your anger,
Nuts.
venting out your anger does not make you calmer.
No.
There's like you going and like punching a punching bag or like punching a wall or something like that. You are more angry.
It makes you
post that.
It makes you associate your anger with violence.
Yeah.
So the moment you get angry, you just want to start punching something.
Yeah. There's actually like there was a study that was done. I don't know why I know this, but like there was a study that was done on like welling up anger, and what the guy had done, and I forget who did it, but he had this person come into a room and like insult them and like make fun of them and all that kind of stuff, and then they were to go and like hammer nails like into a board like as hard as they could, and then come back, and they were either like allowed to like confront the person or like just like make their peace with them, and the people that did the hammering and all that kind of stuff were more angry at that person when they got back in there and were yelling at him like way worse.
And they came back with their hammers.
Not only did you make fun of me, but now my hand hurts, my arm is sore.
They just made
had
me
me
do
doing
physical labor,
duties in the back.
carpentry I didn't get paid for.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity for that guy. Yeah. Well played. Yeah, I don't think the Purge would. I don't think it would work. I don't think that people would be. I don't know if it's like an optimist, like in me, that's like people would. I think there would be like a lot of social contracts that would exist, because like.
You just don't think a lot of people would actually go out and do crimes and kill people?
People would do crimes.
Yeah.
People would do my kind of crimes. Tax evasion. I think double parking, like stuff like that, jaywalking. I think that's what would happen. I think people would be like getting wild in the streets and stuff like that, like Mardi Gras style, versus like murder style.
I feel like you just wouldn't see anybody that day. I feel like everyone would just shut themselves in their house and be like, there's too big of a chance that some psycho who's been wanting to kill somebody goes out there and starts shanking people. So like if it was me, I would be inside my house for that 24 hours.
I would leave, go to the woods.
Yeah, or yeah. Or actually, yeah, I would be on a boat.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ocean. I could see everyone coming with a rifle. And anyone approaches,
but think about the party.
Shoot
man.
out there.
You could have a purge party.
That
people would have purge parties probably.
It would be
that's what those people were, trying to kill that homeless person in the first one.
Oh,
They're having a
that's
purge
not
party.
what the kind of,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm
the purge
talking about.
parties they'd
Like
be
you
having.
stay in your house and just have like a party where you're doing all these
Crazy drugs.
legal drugs.
Yeah.
Everything,
Drugs,
drugs would be illegal, which would be nuts. But
Guys,
yeah, you could do
we got
whatever.
cocaine that's legal today, illegal tomorrow. So we have to finish it before tomorrow, or else I have illegal substances.
Imagine if one of your friends was a cop. It would be
And he knew you killed somebody.
right? Yeah, like if we had like a good buddy Rob, and like Rob's a cop, and then he's like, oh, tomorrow's my day off, I gotta go and hang out with the fam, and then you're like the next day, and you're like, yeah, well, I murdered someone, and he knows, and you know, and he has to go 364 days pretending like he didn't murder someone.
Like Rob finds out without you telling him, and then he phones you. He's like, God damn it, Cam. What are you thinking? I had to go pick up the body.
People, the hospitals would suck. Like the next day.
Yeah, like, man, having to try to save so many lives, because there'll be tons of injured people just coming
People
in
just
and
got shot or stabbed.
Yeah,
Or
and they're just like, come on. Man, that would be absolutely brutal.
You could just go to the gym.
I feel like the day after,
Workout, yeah.
I feel
Don't
like
pay.
the day after they'd have to open up a bunch of like temporary hospitals that are for like a week or something like that, where they have like medics from the military coming. Like pretty much all the medical staff in that country is going hard for the next like week to try to save as many lives as they can. Because I don't think they just have regular staff after that. There's no way they could keep up.
Again, the purge creates jobs.
Yeah.
But, okay, a couple of things. One, how do you end the purge? Like what if you're
For
like...
the day?
Yeah.
Or like you stop,
You just stop.
or decide like, okay.
If you're about to stab somebody, you stop.
But it's like midnight, and you're just like I gotta get this one under the wire. Like you got like 30 seconds. Like do you still go for it?
No. Then you go to jail. Like this happens in the movie. There's just a siren that goes off, and there was one person that was like was about to kill someone, and it went off, and they're like, oh, and they just like dropped their gun or knife, and then.
Do you think that's what would happen?
It has to. That's the
Yeah,
only
and
way
like
it
the
would work.
first one, and then everyone just left the house like nothing ever happened. They're like, well, like something happened, but they're just like, crap, didn't work this time, guys.
Let me pose this to you then. You're not murder, okay? You're going to Best Buy. You are in the middle. You have your 60-inch TV, and you are walking out of, and you're almost at the door, and you hear the siren go off. Do you
have to
put
drop
that?
it.
Would you put that TV down, or
Yeah.
would you walk out that door?
I would have to, because they still have cameras.
Plus, you wouldn't be in that situation. Why are you waiting so last minute?
Yeah, that
to
would
get
be
your TV?
at that point. I would
'Cause
already
gotta
have
go
a
to
car.
Cinnabon, I gotta go. There's
that
a lot
point-
of places. Booster Juice. I gotta rob that place.
Man.
I would have a car full of stuff at that point. I'd be like, what's one more TV? I have 5.
You're so practical. I don't think people would have the restraint that you think. I think the end of the purge is a lot more messy than just like everyone being like, well, sorry, brother. Like maybe next year. Maybe I'll get you next year.
I think in terms of like violence, yes, but for robbery, I think it would be a lot more like if you already got a bunch of stuff, you'll be like, well, I just got a ton of free stuff legally, and I don't need one more thing. What's the risk of going to jail and potentially getting all that stuff taken away when I just got all this stuff? Then again, it's kind of like people playing that game on the radio where you gamble for money, and it's like you can open up the next box and get more money. It's like, do you make that one,
break the bank or whatever they are? Yeah.
do you make that one next push to try to get some more money and potentially lose it all? And it's just like, I think that's what the end of the purge is. Do you risk committing that last crime, or do you just kind of drop it and be like, yeah, I've killed enough people today?
Do you think that there would be like some kind of like prestige with being like the last murder of Purge Day? Like, you know how like there's like
the first baby of 2019, yeah,
right? Like, would there be like oh, I got it in at like 11:59:58? Like,
that's messed up, because you'd have somebody right at midnight with a tied person, someone tied down with a knife to their throat,
yeah,
or a gun to their head, and then 11:59.
Oh man,
right?
Recording it for proof.
Gross.
That'd be messed up. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. They're sick people.
What would you do if you were, let's say you're married to someone, you've been with them for like 20 years, and the purge just gets introduced, and then you don't really
kill you.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't do anything about that. You're just
they just want to marry you for your money.
But it comes to the day, and then you all of a sudden realize that your opinion on what you're doing that day is so different.
Oh.
So you're just like, okay, well, obviously we're just gonna stay inside and like be normal people.
And your wife's like,
comes
yeah,
home
right.
with a gun, like a rifle. Like, oh, are we ready to go? Like, what?
A bat with nails in it on her back. A Jason mask.
Barbed wire tie.
like belt with gun, or with a belt with bullets on it. And she's like, yeah, ready to go. And she just sees you in like your sweatpants and a hoodie, ready to start Netflix.
That coming.
And she's like, oh.
I think you get purged. Then you probably get purged.
Like, what do you do? You just
She'd be like, I can't marry a pussy. Dead.
Man, or I guess you just have to decide if you would rather purge or.
Well, you for sure talk about this. This is not nothing you wait until that day to discuss.
Well, what if you're just like, we know what we're gonna do, right? And like, yeah.
Yeah.
You never talk about it. Like, yeah, we're on the same page. And
we don't need to discuss it.
And it's just so obvious to you what you're gonna do that you think that it's like, yeah, that's obviously what they're thinking. We're not gonna kill anyone today.
You would notice when you're like, oh, we should maybe up our security system, and they're like, nah, we don't need it.
It's like, why would we do that?
Why would we need a security system?
What we need is C4.
You gotta be
and more guns.
All these packages coming in the mail, bolt clip cutters. Like, why did we need
machetes?
That would that would happen. That would happen. That would definitely happen.
I just misjudged you for the last 20 years. I did not peg you for a purger.
You see her come, like, even if you didn't plan it, even she didn't plan it, and she just got like someone at work just really pissed her off or something like that. She comes down and like she's just like the night we're like right before. She's like, honey, I need you to help me out with something. Cheryl from work. She really pissed me off. Like screwed me over. I didn't get the promotion she did.
Oh,
we need to take care of Cheryl.
Oh yeah,
that would happen. People above you in businesses,
you want to kill them.
You would never want to be upper management. People would be after you for sure.
Yeah, if you had a shitty foreman or manager and stuff like that, I would be threatened. I'm a foreman.
You're a foreman. Yeah.
People try to take me out.
People talk to me all the time about how you're a shitty foreman. So you would not last.
Okay. No one wants a foreman position. It sucks. But like a high up manager position or something in like a firm or something like that. Yeah. If two people competing, one person wins. If I was the boss of that, I would schedule it as a sick joke to make it so the decision is released the day before the purge.
Oh or that day, just a few hours before.
Or it's like, yeah, Cheryl got it, and then the other person.
Everybody.
Better lock your door, Cheryl, or they come for you, I guess, for making this shitty decision.
They would probably come for you. It sounds. That's
because then Cheryl would get moved up, and then they'd get Cheryl's position.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ew. Okay. Maybe last question to wrap up this topic here. If you had to do it, and let's say murder was the crime you had to do, what weapon would you choose?
A rifle. For sure, I would get like a .308 with a heavy bolt barrel and a good scope on it. Because if I had to kill somebody, I would want to do it at a distance.
Sniping people.
Like, there's no way I'm going to get up close and personal with a knife and, like, just put it into their chest. It's like, man, I couldn't do that. I would have to just like line them up in my scope, close my eyes for a second, pull the trigger, look in the scope again, see if they're lying on the ground, and be like, oh, man, shouldn't have done that. But Cheryl took my position.
Yeah, I think it's just you would have to pick a gun.
Yeah, but unless they're locked in their house.
Because there's people out there that are walking around with like samurai swords and like actually clubs with nails in them and things like that. Like,
yeah, those are psychopaths.
yeah, like.
What would you choose, Ken?
I don't know. I don't want any, like, I don't want to be up close, and I don't want to be the one that pulls the trigger either. So I want some kind of, like,
you want
Schrodinger's cat situation where, like, I don't know if I'm the one that actually killed them.
Molotov cocktails to their house.
Sure. I don't, like maybe
you
just,
could
like,
say the smoke
push
killed them, you didn't kill them.
Like, they're in the car, and you push them into a lake. And then they're just like, if they get out, cool. If
you had to do the pushing, that's so much worse.
No,
you're letting them drown. At least, like, I'm putting them out of misery fast.
Hey, they have an opportunity to escape my.
Yeah, but when they get out, they're gonna try to kill you. So you have to be ready with a gun there.
I deserve it at that point.
You're not gonna let them murder you.
If they,
as soon as they started getting, you see their head come above the water.
In which case, you should have done that in the first place.
Like, well, you did it. You did it.
Yeah, you could just Molotov cocktail their house.
Yeah, that you got to be pretty close, and like I don't want to be somewhere vulnerable.
Okay, you buy an RPG.
You want to be like in a turret somewhere. Your house is gonna have a tower. It has to have a tower at the top.
Every
house on the block has a turret, just a big tower where you just see someone's in there.
Yeah.
You see your neighbor. Hey George. Hey Billy. How's it going? What are you shooting this year?
He's looking at you through his scope.
Yeah, he's looking at you. Whoa, George.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Should have put the garbage in the right recycle bin, Billy.
Man. I definitely wouldn't be a volunteer medic though.
I think that's what I would end up doing.
You would do that?
Yeah. Because, like, that's, like, one of the, apparently, like, the social contract is that, like, you don't get killed. That's my best opportunity. And at least I'm, like, helping somebody.
You just have to be the nicest person ever throughout the year, and then you just stay in your house with a gun in the corner of the room.
So you're saying the purge would work? Because everybody would be, like, the nicest person.
That would be a huge upside to the purge, because if people knew that someone could kill them one day a year and get away with it, I think everyone would want to be really nice to people. I would be a saint to everyone throughout the entire year. Why would I ever want to wrong anybody? It would be like Japan.
Why?
Everyone's
they don't
nice,
have a purge
everyone's
in
nice.
Japan.
Everyone's nice to everyone in Japan.
That's not true.
Well, they're nice to a lot of people. They're nicer than we are.
Okay.
Canadians are pretty nice.
You have no evidence to back up.
I literally just talked to someone about this today, and they said Japanese people make Canadians look rude.
I have heard a similar thing before. Tourists who go there and say like everyone is just way out of their way nice.
Mm.
That's why. HowToHypothetical episode 3, Japan. We're in Japan.
We're going
to Japan, guys.
On location.
Introducing The Purge, 2019. The Purge.
We'll see how it works.
Okay, I think that's gonna wrap up episode 2 for us here. That's been a fun discussion about the purge. We kind of went off the rails a little bit some places.
So purge, yay or nay? I'd probably say nay.
Yeah, I would say nay. I don't feel like dying.
I'd say yay. I'd say yay, but
You're
like I don't
sick.
think it would work. I would say yay if I was able to do tax evasion.
Yeah.
If
Anyway,
everyone evaded their taxes though, like the government needs that money. Like for schools, roads, and like if everyone did that, we would be screwed.
Okay, purge nay. Purge nay.
Well, it has potential, but
okay, and that's How to Hypothetical. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bye.
all right, see you guys. Thanks
Bye.
for listening.
Hello again, this is your host Billy. If you enjoyed this episode or think there is something we can do to improve the experience, then let us know. You can email us at howtohypothetical@gmail.com or message us on our Instagram. Thanks again for listening, and we will see you next time on How to Hypothetical.